There's two things around here that need a haircut. Me and this, the Virginia Creeper. It's getting a bit out of hand, needs to be cut. So that's today's task. Yeah, so you can see it's going up into the roof there, and that's never good. So we need to trim it down to roughly this level, which is where the main branch is, and it goes a bit wavy, so we're going to follow that. We also want to actually trim it down below as well. It's getting a bit out of hand. It's starting to block a bit of the light from the windows and the shutters, etc. So we're going to cut the bottom part right back to the trunk, to the stem, the main branch, and the top we're going to again do the same. Now we have to be a little bit careful. We're pretty certain that there's no nesting birds in this section. We sit here most days, most evenings, and there's no sign of any birds coming in and out of there, so we're quite happy, but we will go very slow, and obviously if we see a nest we'll give it a very, very wide berth because we don't want to disturb any wildlife, but we're pretty certain there's none in this section. We're probably not going to get to this section today, but we think there might have been some birds nesting just under the window up there, so we'll be very careful here. And obviously in the tower part, last year there were some nesting birds, but again we haven't seen any sign of them coming in and out of there this year, but when we do get to that we'll be very careful. But when we first moved in, this creeper was almost up to the guttering level. It was above that window there, and it's getting a bit high to control, really, to be honest. My ladder will get up there, but that's a bit high. So what we did last year, we trimmed it so it went between these two windows here, and kept it much in line with that end down there, and brought it all the way along like this in a wavy line. And of course it leads all the way around from the tower down to the main gate there, and it actually goes around the corner as well, so probably need to trim that at some point. So there's quite a task, but you know, it's one of those jobs, got to do it. Under all that, just found this hook up here. It's quite high up, about 3.5 meters high, so I don't know what they would have been hooking up here, but that's a very old bit of metal.
And if you saw our previous video, with the old stone sink inside the kitchen. This is the chute the water used to come out of, which I've just uncovered.
So that's much neater. A little bit to do, but it's getting a bit hot. But that's tidied up, and we can see the windows and the shutters. And the piece at the end here we're going to let grow over here to cover that bit of render. Here I think we're going to have to wait until the winter so we can see where all these go. We don't want to start cutting these off at the base and then find we've lost all that. So that's a job for the winter, I think, tidy up. But yeah, that's good progress. Now just question of tidying up all the mess. Every time I'm in this car, I seem to be heading to Partia, and that's exactly where we're heading again. But it's not Friday, it's not chemo day, but we are going to the hospital for a scan. Now we're hoping it's not going to take too long, and if that finishes early enough, we're going to go up into Partia, because I think we've said it before, but in all the time we've been coming to Partia, you've never seen the place, have you?
No.
And Susie's lost her voice, so that's why she's a bit, she's struggling to speak today. So what we're going to do is nip up into Partia if time allows. I don't know where you want to go in Partia. Did you mention the church? You want to go and see the church, don't you? Now I do have some footage from the last time which I didn't put in to the previous vlog. I forget which episode it was now, episode 11 or 12, where I went into L'Église de Notre Dame. So I may have enough footage to do a second go at that, and I know you all enjoyed that, so here's hoping. So if you see some pictures come up of the church inside and some music, you know I've got enough footage. So we'll see you there. All the visits to Partia, and it's the first time Susie's ever been up here, so you've seen this view before. Looks like we're going in again.
truly amazing. It's everything I thought it would be. Beautiful inside.
So we've decided to have a spot of lunch, and we're right outside the church, L'Église de Notre Dame. Well, I'm having the terrine, and Susie
Thai salad. Thai salad.
Thai salad. Looks very nice. So what's the verdict on the starter? The entree?
Really nice.
You sure? Yeah, I like my terrine as well. Right, we're not going to talk, we're just going to do it. No, we haven't jumped across the pond. We're in Partia still. Statue of Liberty. And of course it was France that gifted the Statue of Liberty to America in 1886, I believe. Although the one in America is considerably larger. Well, apart from the cars, it's a charming little square.
Just got back from Partia and the cows are back in the field again. They come and go as they please. They can get into the other fields. We had a lightning storm last night and they seem to like sleeping in our field, and they were there this morning, so they didn't get scared off. This is our greeting when we get back from anywhere, especially when we've been to Partia, because it's about an 8-hour day there left. Hello Baxter, hello Max. Ow. Hello Lexi. Lexi.
Oh, welcome back to another instalment of the study saga. Starting to feel like a bit of a saga, but I've had a great deal of time on it, especially this week, but we're going to give it another go today. This time I'm painting the mirror surround, and I'm painting it with the same colour parchment, but it's an acrylic satin. So there'll be a slight sheen to it, and some of it we will be gilding, but we haven't actually decided which bits yet. So I'm going to paint it all and then we'll decide nearer the time. So we know we're painting this detail up here above the mirror and the ceiling rose there, but we're not sure what other detail to do. We don't think we'll do it all, but we'll maybe pick out elements. So maybe these elements here, maybe this surround, the mouldings up there perhaps. We don't want to go over the top, but We're going to start at the top for the gilding, and then we'll work our way down and make our decisions as we go. So the simplest thing is if I just paint it all now, and then we can think about it later. Well, I'm quite happy with that. That's the first coat, drying nicely now. Always a tricky coat, the first coat with an acrylic satin. Always looks a little bit patchy and uncovered in places, but it dries a little bit better, and second coat goes on nice and smooth. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. I'm happy with that. It's coming up nice. It's looking really clean now. And you can still see, compared to that trim detail at the top there, that's the old colour. So it's much better. Very happy with this.
And off I go again. Time to charge it up again. Hello everyone, welcome back to Tales at the Citadelle.
Oh, I thought you were going to carry on.
We've had a pretty busy one, haven't we?
Very busy, very hectic, yeah. There was a point this week where we didn't even think we were going to get a vlog out. We've been absolutely manic, actually, really hectic all week. All to do with an appointment you've got next week. So we had to go to Partia twice, go to the laboratory, have blood tests, nurses come around, all in preparation, and it's just been really disruptive, hasn't it? So we really didn't think we were even going to get any footage together, but got there in the end. So I hope you enjoyed it.
We got 3 new patrons this week.
Yeah, 3 new ones, so thank you. Granny Bauer, Rowena Countryman, and Tracy Costatini. So thank you to you all. Welcome aboard. And Rowena sent a message saying that her 6-year-old granddaughter really enjoyed the compilation of flowers in last week's episode. So that was lovely to hear. So thank you for that. And I managed to get a second coat of paint on that mirror surround in the study. So no excuses now.
No.
Got to do the gold leaf now.
Yeah, I'm with
That's
the
it. So next week, gold leaf.
Good.
So, yep, thank you. And we shall see you Wednesday.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Enchanté.